Hi everybody, it's me, Avi's mommy, and I'm gonna do a quick get ready with me because I have the meeting with Tommy's or Avi's school slash ABA center at 12. And I wanted to talk to you guys today because he's off from school, so I'm not gonna get to do any content until probably Tuesday. But I did want to talk about monetization. Do you guys understand how monetization works? Of social medias. Like I'm just getting into this and I know I'm really, really late to like the YouTube and the TikTok game and making myself or making us go viral. It's really complicated. I feel like before when there was a bunch of like 12 and 14 year olds um, going viral overnight, like that was simpler times, right? Like I'm not crazy. Like people would literally go viral and then 24 hours later they were like sponsored by like Nike and like millionaires. I'm not crazy. Um but yeah, so I'm doing research because I'm having a really hard time like picking up views. And I'm like, okay, well, there's always like you can add advertisements and stuff to your socials to pick up monetization through advertising. Well, no, because in order for you to pick up monetization um, through your YouTube or whatever, you have to have like a certain amount of followers. Like in order for me to monetize on YouTube, I have to have a minimum of 1,000 followers. And then I have to meet another criteria. And it's like so many views within like 24 hours or like a week or something. That's insane. I have like 13 followers right now and only like four of them consistently watch my videos. So I have to figure out a way to increase my views and increase my followers in like a certain amount of time so I can start monetizing. That's ghetto as hell. I'm sorry. Um, but I wanted to also talk about TikTok because TikTok is such like a heavy content place and like anybody can create content on TikTok and whether you're funny viral or serious viral or like a therapist viral um it's just one of those things that you also see like overnight. Like you have the Amelio sisters, you have what's her name, Addison Ray, you have the like anybody, literally anybody, the fucking the chicken, no, the corn kid, it was the corn kid that overnight became an internet sensation via social media and became a millionaire, and then he got like sponsorships within 24 hours, like that kind of stuff. Again, I'm late to the game and I get that, but in order to monetize TikTok, they have this thing called the TikTok Creator Fund. And in order to be a part of the TikTok Creator Fund, you have to have a minimum of 10,000 followers. 10,000 followers. And then on top of that, you have to have like, I think it's like 1,000 views in 24 hours. Again, like these insane virility examples where they're like, okay, overnight you have to become a sensation and you have to have like 1 million followers and 1 million views and blah, 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 blah. It's insane. What I'm saying is, it's very confusing to me as a. Am I a millennial? I always forget what I am. I was born in 87. So, as a millennial or Gen Z or Zoomer or whatever teenagers are calling us these days, as one of these folks, I I don't understand the new social media and the new, like I was around when YouTube was a thing, like developed, and I was around when Google was just in its startup, and I was around when there was dial-up internet. And I know it sounds ancient as hell when I say it, but the reality of it is there wasn't monetization back when all this stuff started. It was just like you were funny for making a cat video, cat playing the piano video, and that was that. Now they're like, okay, you're gonna monetize off of making a single stitch video with so and so artist, or doing a silly dance, or making a funny song about corn or whatever have you, and then we're gonna sponsor you with like Gatorade and like, what is the corn company, like Del Monte or whomever, whatever, etc., etc. It's frustrating because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have a child with with special needs, and I find it hard to give myself 1,000% to work because I have a household to maintain. I play taxi to my child. I, cook two separate dinners, two separate breakfasts, and I do a lot in my own sense. Um, and in order for me to maintain the job, I would have to leave a lot of that behind. We'd have to pay for childcare. No, I just spilled my favorite foundation. Oh, fuck me. Um, Pause. Sorry. Yeah, we'd have to like pay for a lot more than what we do right now. And while that's all fine and dandy, and I would of course increase the household income, I would lose out on a lot of time with my child. And the time that I spend with him, I really do treasure it because we learn together. And having a child with a disability in childcare is not always easy. Like, not every childcare facility can manage a kid who has language limitations, who is difficult to potty train. Sometimes they have requirements of, if the child is over 2 years old or over a certain amount of weight, like they have to be potty trained in order to go there. And it's expensive. Like, we had Avi in childcare in at the beginning of last year, and he was only half day. He was only 8 to 12. Okay, and actually, I would pick him up early. I would pick him up like at 11:45, and they were charging us like $800. Mind you, of course, they provide meals, but meals that my kid wasn't eating because he had like food sensitivities. And then his weekly report card from them was like, oh, he doesn't sit down, he doesn't play with other kids, he doesn't, do this or that, he doesn't respond to his name. They would, say, oh, well, we have to mandate one child care provider specifically for him, to guide him around because he doesn't do certain things. What I'm getting at is not every child care facility is going to be able to take care of our child. And we've learned that, and as he's growing and as he's learning and as he's developing, it's been getting easier to teach him things and to get him to pay attention and follow along. But in the same respect, like, he's still behind where most kids his age are already hitting other milestones. So I would, they're still not going to want to take him in and be a child care provider for him. The point is that what I'm looping around is that I'm trying to do this social media, creating the website, creating content, and building something so that I won't have to put him in childcare. So I can bring in and support my family in other senses and create an income. And I don't feel like it's as easy as it once was, as it was like 5 years ago, even. Oh my God, this spillage just ruined everything for me. Um, and that nothing is sitting right on my face today. But anyways, but yeah, I feel like it's not the same as it was. And there's all these like multiple social medias like to get involved in, and then you can like buy ads and you can buy followers, and you can buying followers is not a new thing, because I remember it was a whole deal back in like maybe 5 or 6 years ago on Instagram, where they were like, yeah, buy 1 million followers and go viral on Instagram. You didn't even have to have fun content. It was just about buying followers or paying to have yourself like featured, like your image featured on like top 5 like hotties of the week on like whatever random Instagram page. And you would pay for that. Like, you would pay to be featured so that you could go viral and have like your 5 minutes of fame on Instagram. So it's not a new thing to pay for virility. What is bothering me is that I if I could pay for it, I would. But I'm not trying to pay for it. I'm trying to do this naturally, and I'm trying to have growth in what I'm doing. And I know it's not going to happen overnight, but I do want you guys to know that if you're thinking of coming into this game of social media. It's not easy. Like, I've been doing this for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, and I am in over my head. I'm like mentally, I'm like struggling. I posted a video and it was about my mental fog, and I find myself going through these like phases of like, okay, what do I have to do next? And I love it. Like, I love filming content and I love talking and I love like interacting with Tommy and showing you guys the things that he's doing and the things that he's learning. It's great for me. It's great for us. But at the end of the day, like, my brain isn't functioning because I've got like the wheels turning in the background about like, what do I need to study next? I watched like 7 videos yesterday alone about content creation and like what kind of equipment to use for what, because I realized that my recipe video was all over the place and there was a lot of stuff that you couldn't see because I'm physically trying to hold and do things. So I'm new to this. I don't have a background. I don't have good lighting. I don't have my own office space where I film out of. I don't have any equipment that I use. Right now I'm filming off of my laptop with a ring light in the background, which you can see, I'm sure, in the reflection of my eyes. Normally I'm filming off of my phone. But I'm not a skilled social media person. And a lot of people out there who have been in this, who have had a hand in the game for at least 2 years are, y'all are like the G's right now, because I've been following some of you, you moms, you parents who have like a social media presence, and I'm shocked. I'm like blown out of the water about how you guys create content and film in advance and, do all this stuff. And I'm like, I want to be like that. Like, I want to be like you. 2 weeks in the game and I'm over it. I'm like, this is a lot. I'm tired. My hands can only do so much in one sitting. Trying to make dinner, film content, catch every moment. And it's not easy. And then on top of that, trying to go viral or trying to make content that will catch people's attention, get the hashtags right. I'm sorry. Since when is FYP not a hashtag to use? My sister and I were brainstorming yesterday, and she's like, you should just make one funny video, make it not be about Tommy on TikTok. It could be one of those booby videos where you like hold up a broomstick with your boobs and stitch it with the turtle lady, which I love her. But she's like, just do one viral video, that way you can like build and collect followers. And I want to do this naturally. I want this to have its own flow. And I realize that a lot of that has to do with engagement. And when you don't have engagement, it's not gonna produce more followers. Like, I have literally texted my family like, you guys like my videos, but why aren't you following me? Like, you watch my videos, but you don't like my videos. You need to engage. Like, I know you enjoy the content and it's just content to you guys, but it's more than just content. Like, this is something that I'm trying to do, and I need you guys to do more to help support that. I'm not asking you for a loan. I'm asking you to just like, subscribe, follow, comment. Because when you comment, when you like, when you subscribe, it recycles everything through the system. So, and also you can like reshare the video on TikTok. So it goes through like your followers or your friends or your mutuals feed. This is a whole thing. Like, everything, all the content, like, you can see the same 5 videos a day on 3 different social media networks. And it's because people that friends that you have liked or reshared or commented on that video, and it just gets refiltered. So that's all I'm asking. I'm just trying to make it happen naturally, but I also need like friends and family to get on board with it and just also be a part of the process. And I'm not asking again for a loan. I'm just asking for a like and a follow and a comment. Like, leave me a comment, whether it be funny, whether it be sarcastic. I'm going to have to respond. But like, all I'm asking is for participation. I know a lot of us got by in elementary school on just like a participation trophy. And it wasn't even a participation trophy. Your participation was literally putting on your soccer uniform and sitting on the sidelines, or like standing with the hula hoop and not actually hula hooping. That was me. But like in this participation, I need you to just hit a little heart, leave a little haha comment, and then continue scrolling. That's it. Because at the end of the day, that's going to generate more views and that's going to generate more content and more engagement. And at some point, I can hit those milestones of 1,000 and then 2,000 and then up to 10,000, and then we can start to monetize on this. Because like I said, this isn't easy. Like, this is not as easy as it was 5-10 years ago, because there are people who have jailbroke the system. Did you know, and I saw this because my husband had it on his feed, but there are literally people that sit there with like 1,500 screens open on multiple like laptops, and they're just rewatching the same video and all of these like screens just to increase their views. Like, that is that's insane. I could do that. Like, I could literally just sit there and open up every freaking laptop in my house, because Lord knows we have them, because my husband's an IT person. But again, it's not natural, and it's not people like reaching people naturally. I don't want to have to force myself to go viral. I want it to, like, I want people to engage naturally. So if you're watching this, if you find me funny, if you find me attractive, um engage, like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. Just leave a comment. And if it's just a little heart, a smiley face, whatever, like that little auto generation is, do it, because it makes a difference, and do this not only for me. I'm not asking you just for me. I'm asking you actually for anybody that you know who is creating social media content. Like, if you have friends or family, like anybody who you know is trying to create social media content, it's not easy. So support them. Just hit the like button, hit the follow button, leave a little comment, whether it be funny or simple or whatever, because it does make a difference. It refilters and it makes them happy. I'm a lonely person. I talk to a computer screen all day long, and it's not even with other people, it's with myself, so that I can post content. So my engagement, the little bit of social contact that I get in a day, is when I scroll through my social medias on the stuff that I've posted, and I see the happy faces and the hearts and all that stuff. Like, that is my dopamine of the day. Um, so do it. Subscribe, like, comment. TikTok, uh, Instagram, YouTube, and also visit our website, aviandmommy.com. Everything is going to be linked below to make it easier for you. Talk to you soon.